mom and my father in my life, loving family. We went to church. I was raised Pentecostal all my life, really. It kind of took a turn for the worse a little bit when my grandma passed away. After that, my father and my mother split up. And that was where I found out that perfect little life that I thought I had was no more. It was just an imagination, really. What really set me over the edge was when I was basically taken advantage of, to say the least. It was kind of swept under the rug because being raised Pentecostal, sex was really a taboo. Drugs, that was stuff that wasn't really talked about like it should have been talked about. They were so engulfed in gossip that they didn't even pay attention that little kids was out here having sex. My view of Christianity and religion was so distorted that I didn't even want a relationship with God. Somebody introduced me to music. I've never really listened to secular music because I was always in church. As soon as I heard that, it shot fireworks in my head because here I am, a Christian kid growing up, being told none of this is good and you can't do this, to now I'm listening to hip hop music that is like totally contradicting everything I've learned. I'm talking about drugs, sex, violence. It's just being downloaded into my ears, and I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. That's kind of how the enemy crept in my life, is through music. Because once I heard the music, I was like, bro, I want to make music. I literally turned my back on God, Christianity, and religion altogether. And I, quote unquote, call it, I turned to the dark side. So I'm Googling, how do I sell my soul to the devil? Because I'm really trying to get bands. Because I'm seeing, hip hop is really good at showing, just like the devil took Jesus to the mountain. He was like, you can have all of this. That's kind of how it was with me. The devil brought me to the mountain. He was like, you can have all of this. Just serve me. So I was like, I bet, let's go. I pricked my finger, signed my name in blood, did a little prayer thing, had the candle lit, and then as soon as I did the little prayer, the candle fell over, and it almost set my whole freaking closet on fire. So I'm over there like, oh, no. But ever since I did that, my life, like, my mental health was extremely messed up because it's like I had invited the devil into me, and once the devil has possession of you, it's a crazy, scary thing to have to go through. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, manic depression, PTSD. I could look right now on my chart and it'll say everything. And it was only because I had let the enemy in, and he had such a hold on me. I was just battling with it for years, just trying to be somebody I'm not, making music and glorifying drugs and sex and money that I didn't even have. So I'm putting on this facade, acting like I'm somebody, buying fake chains and rocking them and trying to portray an image. And I didn't realize how dumb I really looked. And I kept going back and forth, doing hip hop music, trying to be somebody, and really going through a tough time because nobody really liked me, to be honest. Nobody really showed love when it came to my music, because they knew I wasn't about that life. But it wasn't until I did take that leap of faith and I left my city behind. I mean, I had my son. I always, I loved him to death. And he's like, I'm making this music for us so you can have whatever you want and I could take care of you. I thought I could hide that stuff from him. Like I could take the sacrifice and he'll just reap the benefits, but it's not how it worked. You know what I'm saying? I left him behind too. So I ended up catching a charge here that I didn't even know existed. I caught a terroristic threat charge. Boy, oh boy, Fulton County. I will never forget Rice Street. I thought I was a gangster till I stepped in jail. These guys are twice my size. They all look crazy, got tattoos all on their face. I only got this tattoo because I thought it looked nice. I didn't know, some guy was gonna come up to be like, oh, you with the mob? This is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to be a gangster? I don't want to be a gangster no more. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna die in here. There was a guy named Paul Anderson. Paul Anderson, honestly, he saved my life, to be honest. But he was talking to other guys about it, Better Way Ministries, and I'm like, what is this Better Way Ministries? What is this all about? So I asked God, I was like, if this is somewhere you want me to be, give me a sign. and not noticing that the dude, Paul Anderson, is sweeping right in front of my door, cleaning the dorm. The only guy out, because they let one guy out to clean the dorm. So he's sweeping, comes by my door several times. I'm like, God, if this is really what you want, show me something. I get a little serious and my door pops open. Only door on the top tier that pops open. I'm like, okay, I hear you, God. All right. So I get up, I open the door, and I see him sitting at the table. Just him. I'm like, all right, God, I see you. I remember on the way there, I'm sitting in the back shackled from my hands to my feet, and all you could hear is chain links. And I just remember like coming out and seeing the sun for the first time and feeling the air. And I step out, and the first thing I could think of was that Mary Mary song. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. As soon as I hit when they took them chains off, I felt so good, man. I felt the relief of, man, I made it out of there alive. Thank you, God. And that's when I really was like, God is, what I'm saying? God is real. God is real, and he's not like how he was, like how I thought he was. He doesn't want me to be perfect. He just wants a relationship with me. I just remember my first months, I came and I just thought, I tried to bring that old Christian mentality to me here, and it wasn't going to work for me because I was arguing with people thinking I knew more than them because I had been to church for so long, when really I was still hurt and damaged, and I had a lot of stuff inside of me that had to be pulled out. I ended up having to put that old Christianity religion stuff to the side and just really focus on my relationship with God. Because at first I was jealous of Jesus. I was like that Kanye West song, no one man should have all that power. That was in the back of my mind. I was like, if he could do it, I could do it too. You know what I'm saying? I want to be God. But God was like, nah, it's only one God. It's only one son. You're going to have to get down or lay down. The brotherhood and stuff here helped me because I have 90 plus men that I call my brothers that are not gangsters, that are not a part of some quote unquote brotherhood. This is like the realest, the real deal brotherhood, the Christ family centered brotherhood that I was always longing for, but I didn't know where to find it. And I found it here at A Better Way Ministries. It took me leaving New York, 1,000 miles away from my house, to find it. All these men here were all hurt and struggling, and all we wanted was somebody that get us, that can cling to, somebody who was just as imperfect as us, just to hold on to that love. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you are. I don't care the stuff that you do. I just want to hold on to you because you're my bro, because I love you. Because first of all, I had a lot of love to give, and they, you know what I'm saying, I needed it at the same time. Every day we go to chapel in the morning and we praise the Lord. And I just remember the first day I got here, I just was weeping, crying, because I was so thankful to be somewhere where you could feel the genuine love from people that they don't know you for nothing, but they love you. You know what I'm saying? That's the weird part about it. Like, now I have a group of brothers that are, first of all, not going to disappear on me. They care for me, you know what I'm saying? And they're with me every step of the way. If I need something, if I need advice, if I need to go to the altar, like, they there, you know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing because just like the enemy was using other people to get to me, God is using them to get to me. And I just see Jesus in every one of these men's faces. I know a lot of people could hate on that, from the outside looking in. It's like, why are these guys walking around here telling each other they love them? And it's kind of weird, but it's like, if you don't understand, then you got to come to A Better Way to experience it. But we went to Florida. It was beautiful, man. I'd never seen a house so beautiful. It was by the beach, and I could hear, like, God everywhere. Like, you could just sit on the balcony and hear the fact that I got to get baptized. Like, I've been baptized a couple times when I was younger, but like I said, I didn't have the knowledge behind it. I just realized, with Brother John being who he is, it set a great example for me, because I was used to pastors taking advantage of their position just to get what they want. And Brother John, he's a real deal, bro. Like, he's tatted up like me. I've never felt like I had to, stand tall in front of him or anything like that. I just was genuinely myself. I'm not gonna turn my back to the things that I already know about. There's one thing that always sticks with me is I think my mom told me is God breaks the legs of the sheep so it can learn how to walk again. And that's exactly what happened to me. God let my legs be broken, took from under me, so I could fall on my face and realize that I need Him and come crawling back to Him until I can use my legs again. And now I'm standing tall. You know what I mean? With Him. And one of the biggest things is my son. And the fact that, honestly, this week, on Friday, I'm going to see him. I'm going to fly to New York, and they gave me the okay to bring him back with me for a couple weeks. So he's going to be here with me. I had to leave my boy. And I'm not one of them fathers that don't care about their kids. I've always been into my son's life. We do videos together. We do music together. I love that boy. He loves me. So it's been really hard. In the beginning stages of this program, I had to really forget about him and forget about my family, or if not, I would have been in hell. I probably would have went back to jail for doing something stupid. But God is bringing him back. And I just thank A Better Way Ministries for giving me the opportunity to come and change my life for the better. I didn't think nothing was wrong with me until something went totally wrong with me. And now I knew I wasn't this perfect dude. I was a perfectionist, especially with music. If I didn't sound perfect, I'd take much time as it needed to get there. And now, now I'm going to take the music and I'm going to do it for God and God alone. I still struggle, everybody's going to struggle. But now it's put into me a convicted heart to where my heart is not hardened to the things that are not of God. Now, I may listen to a secular song here and there, but I'll turn it off to listen to some gospel Christian rap. Because, God was showing me like, hey, I'm cool too.